Hi all and welcome back. So today I wanted to change things a little bit. As you probably noticed, I wasn't that much active recently. Schedule is crazy. I'm teaching a lot, which is great, but which doesn't necessarily mean I stopped training. I'm training probably more so than any time before, regardless of the busy schedule. And this is one of the reasons I'm still managing to train a lot is actually something that I want to cover today, which is going to be simple topic of EMOM. So EMOM is abbreviation. It stands for every minute on the minute. I think it comes from CrossFit or some other training. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a very efficient way to work on any skill or strength or just you name it, what you want to work on. If you're very short on time and if you want to also build up reps, build up endurance while simultaneously working, for example, in hypertrophy and strength. So you can play with pull-ups, for example, setting number of reps like 1 to 3 pull-ups every minute, and then either playing with ladders, so 1 to 3, 1 to 3, or going upwards, going downwards. So many other modes you can play with. I was also playing with the other day with handstand push-ups, so 1 or 2 reps of handstand push-up every minute. So you do 1 rep of exercise or whichever set reps you think of doing. And then for the remaining duration of the minute you're resting, you want to make sure it doesn't take you too long. I would say at least 20, max 30 seconds to complete the exercise, just so you can actually rest for the remaining duration of the minute. So here I'm going to have a little stopwatch. I have some water, towel, because I sweat a lot. And I have 2 kettlebells, lighter 8 kilo and heavier 12 kilo, as I'm going to focus today on pistol squats, so single leg squats, and handstand. And handstand more specifically, tuck handstands. So the workout is going to look something like this. 3 to 4 reps of pistol squats per leg each minute. Every first minute. I'm going to start with 12 kilo and then I'll see how it goes. I might go very soon to 8 kilos. I was climbing yesterday and also doing some hip flexibility, so I feel a bit fatigued. So 3 to 4 reps, one leg, 3 to 4 reps, other leg, resting. Then second minute, I'm gonna do handstands. I'm gonna aim towards 10, maybe 15 seconds of handstand, but in this specific case, tuck handstands, trying to go fairly deep, as I really want to work a little bit more on re-strengthening my traps and shoulders, as I have to admit I wasn't that consistent with handstand practice recently. So, and I want to clean up my shoulder press. So yeah, tucks are great for handstand development. No matter how advanced you are, always good idea to go back to tucks. I was thinking of adding maybe shapes, but considering my balance recently is not that good, I think it would add too much chaos and too big margin of error, so I don't want to increase complexity too much. So I'm going to keep it simple. So I hope this is going to be live. So as I'm resting, you're resting if you want to work with me. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to aim for 10, maybe 12 minutes. I'll see how I feel. The idea is not to fail any of the reps. If I start weighted pistols and I start to feel fatigued, I can always decrease the intensity, lose the weight. And for handstands, it's going to be a good test of having that time pressure to kick up even as you're fatigued and hold these 10 to 15 seconds. It should be doable. So minute number 1, pistols, minute number 2, handstands, and then pistols, and then handstands, and then so on. I'm going to put it in the description anyway. So we're just going to quickly start with the warm-up, keeping it fairly simple. As we're going to do handstands, we're just going to prep the wrist. So what I always like to do in kneeling position, just putting some pressure on the wrist, any random direction, seeing how it feels, how your wrists are feeling today. I had a quite nice bouldering session yesterday, so my fingers, my hands, my forearms are a little bit fatigued, so hence why I didn't want to include any heavy pulling work or pushing work today. Nice. Now spread your fingers apart. Think about keeping your shoulders above your hands, lifting up, palms of your hands, fingers staying on the floor, 5 seconds going down. 3, 2, 1. And again, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Fingers pointing towards my knees. Hands flat on the floor. Just going to start with gentle pivots. First in one direction, keeping my hands glued to the floor. This can be a little bit tender, so I'm going to take it easy. Nice. Few rep one direction, few rep other direction. Nice. Just going to shake my wrist a little bit. So one of the reasons I really love EMOMs are if I have, for example, a very short time frame between my clients, between my classes, I can really squeeze effective workout and really preventing my up and down wrists, really preventing my monkey mind to go somewhere. So you're focusing on the time, focusing on your breathing, focusing on the quality of each rep. It doesn't allow you to wander around and start checking your phone and so on. Okay, let's do one more thing for the wrists. So fingers pointing towards each other. If you're a bit more advanced, you can go always with your knees further back. So palms of your hands facing up. I'm going chest over my hands, pushing on my fists. Chest over hands, push on my fists. Simultaneously, if possible. Nice. Last one. I don't want to take too much with the warm-up. Kneeling position, going with my fingertips, just stretching the shoulders here, reaching as far as I can forward, creating length in my spine. Making sure my neck is relaxed. Ten more seconds. Nice. Now hands flat on the floor, lifting my hips up, also preparing my hamstrings. So trying to go with my heels as close as I can to the floor as I open my shoulders, pressure on the heel of the wrist. As I lean forward, loading the wrists and the shoulders. I'm doing this almost like a circular downward dog. Really like this drill for any of the warm-ups that I do also on my classes. Sort of prepping the shoulders in a little bit more non-linear way, changing direction. So going from these hips high, open shoulder position to closing the shoulders, keeping the pressure on the heel of the wrists. Nice. Beautiful. Awesome. Lovely. Legs. So I'm just going to go into squat. Click your left knee. So from the squat, just gently going forward, stretching my toes and my knees, back in the squat. I can help myself with my hands here. If you struggle with the balance, knees kiss the floor. Knees kiss the floor. Nice. I'm going to lift my hips up. Just pausing here, stretching the hamstrings. Couple of split squats, maybe 3 reps each side, going as low as I can. Changing. In terms of weight, if you're going to use weight for pistol squats, you can always use dumbbell as well. You can even regress it. If you can't do a pistol squat, you can do it on the chair. If you struggle with the balance, using the wall, using the door frame. There's always something to do. I might just quickly go into handstand just to prep a little bit. So that was horrible. Just to see my first tuck, how it feels, knees to the chest, keeping my shoulders open, pressure on the heel of my wrists. Nice. So I can't edit this video as everything is going live. So quite possible to be some overkicks and fails. Nothing wrong with that. We're all people. We're all human. So I think we're gonna begin. I have my water towel. I'm gonna put timer I'm going to start with 12 kilo pistol squats. The most that I did, I can do like 1, maybe 2 reps with 20 kilo on each leg. Quite intense. Not something that I train regularly, but yeah, just having some benchmark. And that's the heaviest kettlebell that I have. So I'm going to start with 12 kilos. 3 reps. I think I'm going to go with 3 reps just to be more time efficient. One leg, other leg, and then we'll see how it goes. So, going with 3. Just going to check if this is working, if the camera is working. It is. That's beautiful. I'm going to start with my left leg, which is my weaker leg first. 3, 2, so you can see the time. 1. Let's go. Opposite side. Counterbalance. So that's a right leg. Already making mistakes. 3. I like to hold the weight in the same leg that's going down. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Be free to hold in the other, one of the other sides, depending on your balance. Took me quite a long for this one, even though it's 3 reps per side. Felt good. We'll see how it goes. That's 12 kilo. So resting for the remaining duration of the minute. Then tuck handstands. 10 seconds, 15. We'll see how it goes. Trying to keep open shoulders, really pushing high. Sometimes tucking the chin to the chest helps to open the shoulders more. But might have to work more on balance. Tucks are great. It's good. Always already elevating my heart rate quite a bit. Already going to pistols. Preparing. And I love this form because it really doesn't allow you to wander around. You need to stay focused. Okay, so I started with the right one. Let's start again. 12 kilo. Switching. Opa. Slightly better. I think in the first round, all the left leg was kind of losing the balance. Just common thing with the pistols. You're always gonna have probably more than enough strength, but the balance is gonna be one of the things that goes away. 10 more seconds. Tucks. Knees to the chest, keeping the shoulders open. Nice. Really feeling my shoulders, upper back, my delts firing up with this one. Tucks are awesome. I can quote, I think it's Harry Williams from Australia, really great handstand coach. I think he said, tuck so you don't suck. Helping improving your flexibility of the shoulder and also strengthening your handstands. No one is above tucks. Okay, into pistols. I think 12 kilos still works okay. Right leg. Using this arm for counterbalance. That was the best one so far. In terms of pistols, it's round number 3. Feeling good. Summer in London. Rain, sun, wind. Temperature was a bit warm recently. A bit humid. 10 more seconds. Tuck handstands. Nice. Not even checking the time. I'm assuming it's 10 seconds. This is why this is good. You never trust yourself, especially when you need to hold certain exercises, time under tension. I think it's 10 seconds and it's like 4.5 seconds. Getting sweaty. Back to pistols. I really like sensation of this one. Intensity is okay so far. I think there's need to regress to lighter weight. Nice. Nice. That's good. I'm gonna aim for 12 minutes. See how it goes. I might add on last round of each exercise to do as many reps as I can. I always like to play with that. Tucks. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. I hope I'm not closing my gap with the shoulders. Feels quite intense. So yesterday was a bouldering side split session and pancake and then shoulder session. Shoulder press to handstand. So I might do that at some point as well. Still not there quite with consistency. I was chasing reps and then went on a big trip. Feeling like just lost some gains. Hiking trip. Oh. Nice. Yeah. Can't remember last time I was saying nice so many times. Usually if I'm training on my own, it's always grunting or many Croatian swear words. Let's keep that for some other time. Okay, tucks. Let's go. This one. Probably can always take a few seconds off. By the time I get in the tuck, it takes me a few seconds. There was a time a few years ago when I was practicing handstands regularly, almost every other day. Now, training primarily, bouldering 2-3 times per week, working on single arm chin up still after all these years. Pistols. And handstand push up. Nice. Starting to feel a bit heavy, but only 2 more rounds. So next round of tucks, maximum endurance. I'm not gonna focus on time for this one. And then pistols as many reps. Let's see how it goes. Oh. Okay. Not good, not terrible. Let's see how this is going to be. So I can do at least 5 per leg. And that's going to be it. It's barely. Have fun. Come on, one more. Wow. Catch my breath. So there we go. I think we warm up. If you reduce the time of me chatting at the beginning, what, 16, 17 minutes? Maybe slightly more of effective work. So yeah. So now to finish, I'll be stretching. I always give my students warm classes. Just a few options, but everyone is different, so whatever you want to do. Some people don't like stretching, some people like stretching, some people want to go on a jog, some people want to meditate afterwards, calming down and breathing, whichever you prefer, shaking. So I might actually do some shaking, just for a minute, either keeping my heels on the floor or off the floor. Long inhalations. Long exhalations. Shaking the legs. Switching. Nice, and cut the stuff. So, nice. I really enjoyed this. Today was supposed to be my rest day, but I kind of felt quite good on energy, so I wanted to squeeze some strength, maybe skill work. It's not too intense, not too long. I was lazy, couldn't be bothered going outside. One of the things I usually teach always around East London, and then just cycling every day. I'm non-stop outside, so I really appreciate quiet times at home. I really appreciate this lovely living room. So yeah, expect more of this. Again, keep saying that and then keep changing my mind. I think I really like this because it keeps me accountable. So I'm filming myself in real time. So hope the format works. Hope if you have any feedback, comments, ideas, be free to say that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep filming this. It's really nice as I'm simultaneously doing my work that I need to do, but I also hopefully it provides you with some value. So yeah, I think I also, in terms of EMOMs, I managed to spoil a couple of friends. Not spoil, wrong choice of word. It's quite contagious. So now every time we meet, there's always, oh, should we do EMOM? Various ideas. Everyone is throwing various ideas. So the other day we did like, you can do muscle up every minute, or 2-3 muscle ups every minute, bar muscle up, ring muscle up, handstand push up. But you can always scale it down, even if you can't do the skill, handstand push up, do the pike push up, 3 to 5 reps, chest to wall, 1 to 2 reps. So the higher the intensity, you probably want to go lower with the reps, just to keep the form, and maybe just focusing on that exercise. Or if you want to focus on, for example, upper body, I always like to include some lower body work as well recently. So for example, pull up 2-3 reps, maybe weighted, and then Cossack squats, or there's so many ways that you can play with this. Splits, holding 30 seconds and then the second minute something else. So yeah, sky's the limit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna prepare my water. I didn't even have any water. Takes focusing on the work and also talking and trying to breathe. So yeah, thank you so much. Hope you appreciate this mini raw uncut session. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And yeah, subscribe, like, see you soon.